Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for attending tonight's meeting. We just want to, I think I skipped oh well. Um, Something wrong somewhere. Where'd the other, this is our agenda for there we are. Yep, I got them backwards on my sheet here. This is our agenda for this evening. We'll have a few announcements and news from OGS and other branches. Then we'll proceed to Jane McNamara and untangling township records. And then at the end, afterwards, we'll have a little bit of information on the upcoming meetings. I'd just like to say, and the Durham Region Branch acknowledges the lands and peoples of the Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nation, the Chippewas of Georgina Island First Nation, and a large Métis community. We recognize the lands in which we are gathered are covered under the Williams Treaties and rest within the traditional territory of the Mississaugas. We honor, recognize, and respect these nations as the traditional stewards of the lands and waters on which we meet. We have a few new publications. The Durham Region Branch has put a new publication into our part of the OGS marketplace. Steve and Lori Wood have indexed all the names on the 10 township maps as well as the municipal maps in the Historical Atlas of the County of Ontario done by J.H. Beers and Company in 1877. 8 of the original 10 townships are now part of the regional municipality of Durham. This publication is 83 pages and costs $10. I'd also like to announce that coming soon, we hope to have an alphabetical index to the Tremaine's 1860 map of Ontario County. It will not cover the top 3 townships, Ramamara, Thor, but it does cover the rest of it. So we just have to finish proofing it, and then it will be available. Okay, we have some new second editions as well. We've done, they're now into the OGS marketplace, and we're in the process of retyping more of them into better formats and replace the old scan ones on marketplace. All of these cemeteries have had some research done in the Ontario death registrations at ancestry.ca, where a problem tombstone has been identified. So you can see we have Port Oshawa Pioneer Cemetery, St. Paul's Anglican Columbus, Gregg Cemetery in Reach Township, and the Siloam United Church Cemetery in Uxbridge Township. Our Adopt a Cemetery. You've heard this for a couple of meetings now, where we've made progress on our cemeteries appeal. We've only got 4 left of the original list to be adopted from our original batch. These are ones we are trying to get typed out so that we can, they will present better. Plus, we are also going back to the cemeteries and updating them if need be. They're all fairly small ones and don't take too long to retype. We supply the formatted template and a copy of the scanned original transcription as well as a helpful guide. So here's Adopt a Cemetery version number 2. So we've added a few more back onto the list, plus the original 4 that hadn't been done yet. So if you'd like to give us a hand and do some typing over the summer when you're in your air-conditioned house and not out in the nice hot sun, please contact us. We'd love to have you give us a hand. Okay, we're copying a tradition of the 1980s. We're holding 2 cemetery transcribing picnics. This is where we spend the whole day transcribing new stones in a cemetery and enjoy our lunches while chatting with other genealogists. These are going to be Hampton Cemetery in Hampton in June and Lakeview Cemetery, Newtonville at the end of September. June 25th for Hampton, September 30th for Newtonville. There are optional rain dates. These occasions were always great fun, and I hope that you would enjoy it too if you come out. You can contact Janice if you have any questions or just show up at the cemetery on the day itself. Janice advises you to bring water, lunch, a hat, and sunscreen. Optional items like bug spray, a lawn chair, and a clipboard are also suggested. Okay. Genetic genealogy not special interest group. Yes, it is. Webinar. The OGS webinar for June is sponsored by the Genetic Genealogy Special Interest Group of OGS. It'll be this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. and we'll have the topic is Big Y testing for me. The genealogy side. Oh, that's the other half of the title. Sorry. The genealogy side with Linda Reed. It's free for OGS members and $10 for non-members. This presentation looks at the potential of the most powerful Y-DNA test from the perspective of the genealogist, not the scientist. Y-DNA testing is narrow but deep. It focuses on a single line of descent, the Y chromosome that follows the patrilineal line from father to son into the distant past. We can use Y-DNA tests for all lines in our family if we identify and test appropriate male relatives. This presentation looks at how to select testees for successful outcomes in the short term. Examples show different scenarios, including confirming published pedigrees to the mid-17th century. Okay. The OGS annual general meeting is being held virtually this year over Zoom on Saturday, June 8th, 2024, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All members are welcome and encouraged to attend the annual general meeting of the Society to review our 2023 results, appoint auditors for the 2024 fiscal year, elect new board members, and present the OGS awards. You can register online by clicking the Register for AGM link on the web page shown on the slide. It's across the top there. I hope it looks like it's coming through clearly. It's not clear on my screen, but it's good on the other. You need to log into your OGS account and have your member number ready, as you will be asked for it when you register. Okay. Okay. Here. Conference slide. Conference 2024 is approaching fast. We are only a few weeks away now. It is time for us to announce how people can participate in the conference virtually if they are not able to make it to Toronto on June 14th to 16th to attend the conference in person. OGS is launching a new virtual bundle. Anyone can register for the virtual bundle for just $49 Canadian, and registrants can access the materials starting at conference and up till August the 1st, 2024. The virtual bundle includes bonus tracks, the 18+ sessions that have been pre-recorded. 15 of these can only be accessed through the bonus tracks. Also, the conference syllabus, the presentation materials for all the sessions that will be held live and pre-recorded as bonus tracks, available for download starting the week before conference. Oh, I think I'm still supposed to be on here. There's special plenary, I can't get it, plenary recordings. These include the opening ceremonies of the conference 2024 and the opening plenary by Mags Golden, the somebody spelled it wrong, banquet plenary by Paul Jones, and the closing plenary by Diane Southard, followed by the closing ceremonies from conference. Virtual access to the Hall of Ancestors. Submit your family and place names and access the full database and world map to track down any connections. Okay, don't forget that the Artificial Intelligence and Genealogy Day is now a hybrid event. This will be recorded so that if anybody registers for the event, they will have access to the recording of the day until August 1st, 2024. The AI and Genealogy Day will be held on Thursday, June 13th of this year. The cost to register for the full day is only $99 Canadian. And as we mentioned, Hall of Ancestors. You can submit your family names for the Wall of Ancestors at conference, and who knows, you might get a cousin responding to you. Okay, in local news, the Uxbridge Genealogy Group's upcoming meeting at the Uxbridge Library on Thursday, June 20th at 7 p.m. The topic is My Ancestor in the News. Members will showcase a family member that was famous or infamous enough to make the newspapers. The June meeting will be the time for them to let us in on their family secret. Ooh, then we can bribe them or whatever. Not bribe. They are charging a $5 fee at the door, or you can become a member for $25 a year. Only members get the Zoom link to participate. Okay, and on to the main presentation. Township papers are a highly organized series of records resulting from the very hectic and disorganized activities of the Crown Lands Department. And here to tell us all about it is one of our favorite speakers, Jane McNamara. Jane E. McNamara, who lives in Toronto, is a genealogy lecturer, instructor, and author of Inheritance in Ontario, Wills and Other Records for Family Historians. She writes about genealogy at her blog, wherethestorytakesme.ca. A longtime member of OGS, Jane lectures about research methodology, Ontario, and English family history to genealogical and historical groups throughout Southern Ontario. She teaches courses for the OGS Toronto branch, most notably hands-on courses about Ontario records. Welcome, Jane. I will get off here and turn it over to you. Okay. I'll just mention donations are gratefully accepted, and these are used for our speakers and programs throughout the year. We use the Canada Helps website to process your donation, and you get an email right away with your tax receipt for anything over, we think it's $20. Could be $25, but we think it's $20. So it's an easy way to make a donation. If you like these type of talks, we appreciate any donations to help keep us going. Oh, it's working again. Good stuff. Upcoming meetings. Our DNA Special Interest Group will be held Wednesday, June 19th. If you wish to receive the notification, please email Nancy at either of the two email addresses listed on the board there. So nancytrimble@gmail.com or durhamchair@ogs.om.ca. It's a very informal group. We try and you're welcome to submit questions ahead of time. We try and answer them. We try and focus on one little thing each month if we can. And the odd time we watch a little video or something like that. So it all varies. Depends what the various companies have been doing within the month prior to that. So that's coming up on the June 19th. We also have our Zoom social and research meeting. It's a virtual drop-in format now and has the social component that we used to have during our meeting refreshment break. Our next drop-in will take place on Thursday, June 27th at 11 a.m. We generally run for an hour. Any social conversation, Durham region questions, general genealogy questions, DNA questions, and reminiscence. Research finds and even some lookups will be entertained. The sign-up link is in Ontario Ancestors events calendar. Everyone is welcome. Don't be shy. Okay, upcoming meetings. September 3rd, we have Catherine Lake Hogan coming, talking on all sorts of loyalists. During the American Revolutionary War, approximately 35% of the population of the 13 colonies was loyal to King George III of Great Britain. Was your ancestor one of them? How do you know if your ancestor was a loyalist? In this presentation, learn what to look for in documents and records to determine if your ancestor meets the qualifications of being a loyalist. This is a hybrid meeting, and our speaker will be presenting via Zoom. She lives in Windsor, so it's a long drive. And okay, October's details have not been finalized. We'll let you know in September probably, or on our website. In November, we have the archivist from the United Church Archives in Toronto, Kyle Pugh, talking about their resources. Okay. The research room is open, and that's where we are tonight, in here in that room. Our research room and library is open Tuesday and Thursday mornings from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is by appointment only because sometimes the door is locked downstairs. So you will need to book your visit with myself, Stephen Wood, by emailing durhamresearch@ogs.on.ca. The word is starting to get out there, and it's getting very exciting to host visitors to our library. Okay, here's a list of our contact information. Timetraces.com, Durham branch. You can send questions to durham@ogs.on.ca. We have a blog out there, durham-branch.blogspot.ca. There's a Facebook group. I'll let you read the information there, and a YouTube channel. You just have to search Durham Region Branch OGS. So we are out there on the net with a variety of things, and of course our website. You can find various resources and links on there as well. Thank you for attending. We've got a few minutes if anyone wants to chat and has any general questions about the area or anything like that. Otherwise, thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. I know most of us in the room did. And I should say all of us, sorry.
Steve,
Yeah, yes.
I'll just go back. Steve,
okay, sure.
I'll just go back to that one question at the beginning when you talked about the new publications that are on the marketplace. Catherine wanted to know if they're available at the conference.
They will be available through OGS probably at the conference. We're not bringing any paper copies. It's strictly electronic now.
Right. Okay.
So there's no reason to wait for the conference for them. They will be on the OGS website in their publications area.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll see what my next slide is. Chat. So there we go. So if anyone has any questions or anything, you can feel free to unmute yourself and we can do a little chat if you like.
I'll start here then.
Okay, Jane.
I've just been looking through the comments and so on, and I just wanted to say hi to all of the people who are coming to our AO Day at the Archives as part of Conference 2024. There's at least 3, 4 maybe. So too bad you can't all introduce yourselves somehow. Glad you're coming. All right, on to somebody else now.
I don't know the geography of that area very well. So quick question, is Bowmanville part of the Durham OGS area?
Yes, it is. It's right practically in the middle almost.
I was doing some work for a friend. His father was Dr. Rundle, and that's good to know that it would be there if there's anything. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. And just to let you know, have indexed a lot of the records of Bessie Gannon, which were donated to us. And I believe there's a fair bit of Rundle information in those records. We hopefully will get our catalog up on the internet later this year. Or you can always send us an email, durhamresearch@ogs.on.ca, just if you're asking about a specific person, and we can look in the catalog for you to see if we can spot anything. But definitely Bessie Gannon was researching the Rundles, and there should be a fair bit of information here.
Okay, I'll let Howard know. Thank you.
No problem. Bob Bell says Ted Rundle lives locally and has information. So I'm not sure how you get in touch with them, but you can always contact the branch. We'll contact Bob, and we'll get everything forwarded to him.
That name was Ted?
Ted Rundle. He's on Facebook. You can find him. He often posts information from his family.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Any other questions or anything like that? Going once, going twice.
Gone.
I guess we will declare this meeting closed. I want to thank you all for coming out, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And thank you again, Jane, for a great presentation. I know a lot of people were here. I saw 127 online, so I know you attracted a lot of people for your chat, and they all learned something. So I want to wish everyone a good night, and take care. We'll see you in the fall, unless you drop into see our library. Thank you, everyone. Good night now.
Thanks, Steve. Good night.